What's that?
Can I have a counter for a second?
All right. I'm gonna wash my hands, all right?
The Riverside investigation was scheduled to last 3 days. By the second day, we had 35 men visit our house, including this guy. Goes up to meet a girl half his age. He comes in and he's jittery, he's jazzed up, and he goes to wash his hands. Well, I'm watching from the next room, and you know, I don't like every approach to be the same. Paper towels right over here. I grab a paper towel. He sees me and I hand it to him. And at first he just thinks, oh, gee, thanks. And then there's this, you know, he figures out that this is going to be a problem. You have a seat right over on the stool there, please. Oh, who are you?
Chris.
Chris. And who did you come to see, Chris? What's her name?
I'm sorry. Oh, you caught me off guard.
He's, you know, shaky. He looks like he's on some kind of a drug. And in fact, later, police found methamphetamines in his car. You came to see Kelly.
Yeah.
And how old is Kelly?
Kelly's way too young for me.
Way too young for you?
Yeah.
Then why did you come here, Chris?
I came here to tell her that, actually.
To tell her that she was way too young?
Actually, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swear on my life.
So you drove all the way from where?
I drove from Rancho because I was tempted at first, and then I was thinking on the way down here, I was like, you know what? I can't really do this. I don't feel right in my conscience. Like, I'm a conscience type person.
Yeah, I could tell you're a conscious type person by your
very,
by
very,
your
very
chat
conscious. Yeah, like, and then I was gonna come here and tell her, you know, I don't want to do anything. I didn't bring any condoms. Or anything.
You did not.
No, you know. So.
I mean, you can take them out of your pocket now. I know from the chat that the decoy had asked him to bring condoms. So I asked him, and he reaches into his pocket.
I brought this, but this is really watered down. You can even test it. That's way watered down.
Way watered down.
Way watered down.
What is that?
It's a 151, but it was this much left, and I put a bunch of water in it. So.
You did?
Yeah, dude.
And that was why? Why'd you do that?
Because I didn't want to. I wanted to leave it here when I left and just say, here, you can have this, and that's you know.
So you were going to come over here and say, look, do me a favor though, just out of your pockets, unless you're getting your condoms out of there.
That's fine.
Yeah, just get what you're getting and put them right on the counter.
Yeah, there's one, but it's no good. I always carry it with me. It was always in my wallet, and I took it out of my wallet when I was in my car, and yeah. No, I have nothing to. I honestly was going to come here and tell her I didn't want to do anything, and tell her, you know what, you're extremely young for this. You know.
So you were going to come here and tell 13-year-old Kelly that you didn't want to do anything with her, but really here's some Bacardi rum and a condom and all kind of. Did you transmit this photograph?
Oh my! I didn't know I sent that one.
You didn't know? Well,
actually, yeah, I did, but wow. I wasn't thinking of...
To a 13-year-old girl.
I'm sorry. You're right. I know, I wasn't thinking.
And then he says, and we hadn't heard this before.
Look at me, I didn't even take a shower. If I was coming to do something like that, I would have taken a shower, you know? I mean, that's the first thing you do.
How old are you?
You know, I'm 26 years old, sir.
26 years old.
And I really
feel
bad.
the age of the girl you thought you were going to come see.
Like, I really feel bad, dude. Like, I mean, I don't even know how to tell you how I feel bad. Now, I was worried, like...
So now you go on and do this.
I'm sorry. You know, because I was desperate sitting at home, I did. And it's not right to do. You're right. They should have, like, control things on those chat rooms.
Would you answer the door naked?
Finally, when confronted with the transcripts, he admitted that it didn't look good.
I really wasn't even going to come down here.
Yeah, but you did.
And when I did, because I didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I didn't want somebody to be absolutely hurt, okay? And sit there and go, oh my gosh, you didn't show up. You know, and I'm really like a conscious person. I mean, look at me. I'm so dirty. Like,
I know. Well, I tell you what's dirty is this conversation
you know what?
had.
Yeah, I know. I really should not have done this. I felt absolutely...
Yes, don't take my blank out of your mouth till I'm done.
I know.
Look, if somebody's telling me in the interview that, you know, they've got an addiction or a compulsion that led them to this situation, you have to say, look, you're an adult. Having recognized that, perhaps you should have done something about it before you ended up walking into this house.
Yeah, I was not fantasizing about a 13-year-old, for God's sake. You know, that's not right to do.
Would you ever have two guys all over you?
It's just, like I said, fantasy type
What
things.
What would you do with two?
Yeah, it's just wanted to hear. And
now, do you know that it's illegal?
I figured it had the parent... No, I didn't know that it was illegal.
Illegal to send this kind of material?
I did not know that. I really didn't.
somebody who you believe is underage?
I did not know that.
That's against the
Oh
law.
my god.
Here's what you need to know, Chris, and that
never
is
gonna
that
talk to anybody.
that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story
Please
on
don't-
people
please
who
don't
go.
camera.
Well, you're welcome to leave and take your stuff with you. But if there's anything else you'd like to say, please tell us. If not, when he left the house, I didn't know that he was on probation. Obviously, that made his situation worse when ultimately he was arrested.
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Please don't do this, please, because I really wasn't gonna do this.
Go ahead and cuff him.
Sir?
What?
Like, please.
Do you have anything illegal on you?
No,
Do you have any drugs or anything like that? When's the last time you used speed?
I used it like 2 months ago, sir.
Is it 2 months ago usually means 2 days or 2 hours?
I am on probation for it.
What are you on probation for?
For possession in July, and that's the last time I used it. It's been a few months.
For
Now, would
possession
you-
of meth?
Yes. Yeah, I did use an hour ago. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to get rid of it, sir. I really am not.
Oh, look at
I
that.
know it's the only because I have to sign up for a class. I hadn't used it since I gotten in trouble with it back in July, and I was just,
Reality sets in, dude.
look. Yes, reality sets in right when I stepped out my front door.
You're right.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
And
You're exactly right. That's where
No,
the crime occurred.
no,
The minute you stepped out your front door,
And the only-
you were headed toward having to meet with a 13-year-old girl to have sex.
And
with.
the only
That's
thi-
where the crime occurred.